we are going now. Hi Daniel, my name is Carolina Samaka. I am a junior coach. I am 22 years old and thank you for your help. Can
No,
you
thank you.
introduce yourself,
No, thank you
Nicholas?
for joining us. Thank you for joining me. It's good. All right. Now, in Milton's messages and in another one that I received last night, I was told that one of the things you wanted to do was to verify some written pieces that you already have.
Yes, we already wrote about our experiences in the past and the best experiences that we have and some time ago or recently.
Sure. Okay. Now, where are those articles published?
Um,
Can you make them? Can you make? You share them with me so we can look at them
yes,
together?
I'm going to share the screen.
Perfect.
You, for the moment, this is my article
Okay.
about event that is in
Hmm.
Colombia.
Okay. Yeah. I see that. It's cool.
Yes. And could you see about mistakes that I have?
Okay. Now let me ask you something. Can you enlarge the screen a little bit just so that we all see it a little bigger, please?
Um, um,
That's a lot of windows.
yes. Uh, yes. What do you think if I send you it at your email?
Well, the thing is that we want everyone to see the corrections, right? We want to
Okay.
do this in such a way that everyone can see the corrections live. So why don't you just show the document on the screen? We'll look at it together and we'll make the corrections as we go. Okay?
Okay. Where's my article? Yes, it's the
All
article.
right, there it is. I can see it. So if everybody can see it, let's see what you have. All right. Do you still want to finish it, Nicolas, or are you done with it?
Um, for the moment, this is that I have, but I don't
Okay.
know if I have a mistake, so I have to correct.
No, that's fine. Let's work with this. All right. So one of the things that's very important here is spelling to make sure that the word that you're saying is actually clear to others. So I'm going to start. I'm going to write the corrections on the chat window for everyone. Now, the first thing that I see is the word experience. That's spelled this way. I've just sent the message if you can see it. You got it, Nicolas?
And experience. Okay. Let me
Yes.
correct.
That's the first thing, experience. Okay. Next thing. Next thing. The second line, you should begin. In English, you always have to refer back to the subject that you're discussing. For example, Nicolas, answer this question for us. What is the event that you're discussing here?
When I see all the things that is not is usual here to our houses or in the country or in the city.
Right. Okay. Yes, but that's something that is that happened after the event that you're discussing. The event that you're discussing, as I see here, is sofa, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in that case, the second line, right where you are, you should begin with the word it. I'm typing it there. Okay. I understand what you were trying to do here. You were trying to start the same way that you were starting Spanish, saying fue genial, fue maravilloso, fue espectacular, whatever. Okay. But then when you do this in English, you need to refer back to you need to have a word that makes a connection to the event that you're talking about. In this case, that word is it. You see that? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next thing. The third word, wonderful, only has one L at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that is a matter of the evolution of the word. Okay. At this point, you don't put two L's anymore. Well, originally we did, but we don't anymore. Okay.
Okay.
All right. One other thing. Nicolas, do something for us. I'm gonna write a word and I want you to pronounce it for everyone on the Hangout. How do you pronounce that? What?
Could you repeat? I can't hear you.
I need you to read that word. I need you to pronounce it for everyone.
It was wonderful.
No, the last word that I wrote on the chat.
Houses.
No, on the chat window for everyone.
Okay. This.
Okay, how do you pronounce that word?
This.
Okay, there's a difference there. Everyone pay attention. When you're saying the first one, that is singular. So you refer to only one thing. And in that case, you say this. You hear that?
This.
Okay. Okay. Now, in the second case, that's plural. You're referring to several, two or more. And in that case, you say these. Okay. You make more emphasis on the E in the middle. Right? So, make the difference, please.
Okay. This and it. Like this?
This and this?
That's a little closer. Imagine as if in the first word, imagine that you're saying it with an A, okay? Like this. You hear that?
Yes.
And then the second word, you want to say these. Okay?
Okay.
Juan David, you're quiet. I need you to hear you say it too.
Hi, sorry. I can listen good, well, but I'll listen your explained
Okay.
explanations.
So, one more time. First word, this. Okay?
This.
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 Good. The second word, these. These. If you want, you can exaggerate a little bit to make the difference clear. Okay, so these, that's good.
These.
All right. Now, going back to your sentence, Nicolas, what you want to say that when you want to use there is plural, right?
Yes.
Then what you want to say is these, not this.
Okay.
Okay, you want to replace that.
Okay.
All right. You still have to replace the word. It's on the second line where it says it was wonderful to see these things. Okay, that's where I want you to replace the word.
D.
Because you said things, so that's plural. You see? Excellent. Okay. One other thing before that. You see the verb see in that sentence?
Yes.
Because it's an action, it's a verb, you need to say to before that.
To see.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, not there. Not there. The other one, the first.
Okay.
After wonderful.
Wonderful to see.
It was wonderful to see. There you go. Okay. To see all these things that usually we can't see in the city or near to our houses. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. This. Okay, now you're talking about something in the past, right?
It was, yes?
Perfect. Yes, that's where I want you to go. Do it.
It was.
Okay. Because you realize. Explain to me what you mean by saying because you realize of many things. What do you want to express?
It's like when you say, te das cuenta de muchas cosas.
Right. Okay. So there are two things here. The first, realize, you need to put it with a Z. I'm going to write it.
Okay, to realize?
Exactly. Yes. No, not to realize. Because you realize. In that case, that's okay. It's just
Okay.
that it's not a C, but a Z at the end.
Okay.
There you are.
Is it?
That would be okay. I mean, it's possible. You can write it with a Z or with an S. That depends on whether you're writing for an American audience or a British audience. It's okay. You can use both.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You realize you need to erase that off. You don't need it.
Okay.
Okay. Technology, there is an H after C like this.
Okay. Technology. Yes, it's good.
All right, that's better. Many things, technology, entertainment, fantasy, many events, stuff for a lot of people. Okay. Okay. Now for the next sentence, we go to the. It's a similar situation that we had on the second. Okay.
Okay.
You start with also is interesting. I understand why you're saying it. You're saying it as if you were speaking Spanish. Okay.
Okay.
But remember, in English, you need to reference the subject back. So also, it is interesting or it was interesting if it's present or past. You choose.
Okay.
Okay. Now, before the verb see, again, you need to say to. It was interesting to see. Okay?
Okay.
Now, there's a reason for that, and it's that in that sentence, you already have two actions. Okay?
Okay.
You have two verbs. One is the verb to be, which is, as you say there, it was. And then the second is to see. That's why you need to specify that the second verb is an additional action, and that's why you use to. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do something for us, Nicolas. Read that sentence out loud for everyone.
Um,
From "It was also interesting."
it was also interesting to see the amount of people who arrived to the event.
Keep going.
Some disguised with very creative outfits, and others only are spectators with looking for a best way to spend their money.
Okay. Now we have. Thank you for that. We have two corrections here. The first one. You see where you're finishing the sentence. You say the best way to spend your money. Think about the subject. Think about the sentence itself. You're talking about yourself, or you're talking about other people?
And about other people.
In that case, think about the money. You say spend your money, but it's not your money, and it's not my money, right?
Okay.
So whose money?
About other people.
In that case, think about the money. You say spend your money, but it's not your money, and it's not my money.
Their money, yes.
Excellent. That's how you do it. Okay, and then the other action that you're talking about here, you say with looking. You don't really need to say with. You can delete that.
Okay.
There you go. That's better. Okay. I have one last question. What do you mean by that word remain?
In which, excuse me?
At the end, the last sentence that you're writing?
You always, oh, I don't know. You always go to want have a remind.
But what is remind? I don't recognize the word.
It's like recuerdo. I don't know how can I write it.
You mean like something that you take with you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna write a number of words on the chat window. Okay. I think the verb that you're thinking about is remind. Okay.
Okay.
Which is different from the word to remember. Okay. Those are two different things. They're similar, but they're actually very different. Okay.
Okay.
And then the word that you need is something like un recuerdo de viaje. Is that what you're talking about here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interestingly, there's a word in French that works for that, and it's this: souvenir.
Okay. Let me change.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you just one last thing here. You say you always go to want to have a souvenir. What you're trying to express is you always want to have a souvenir of the event. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then think about. We're not going to correct this now, but I want you to think about the structure of the sentence that you're writing. Okay. You have a few problems. So finish that, and we can look at it later if you want. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there another text that we could review together?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Davey, Davey, I am going to share my schedule for some correction about my article.
Excellent. Let's look at it.
Can you see that?
Not yet. No. Oh, wait. Right. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Let me take a moment to read it. We'll take a look at it. Hey, this is very cool. This is very nice.
Oh my God!
Very nice. All right. So let's look at some corrections you need to make. The second sentence where you say that when you're talking about Christmas and going to church.
Yes.
Okay. You need to insert an additional action. Okay. Start. Do something for us. Start reading when it says, "I went to my church."
I went to my church.
Okay, keep going.
What can I change?
Keep going. You will find the correction later.
Okay.
But keep reading for everyone.
My best moment in my life is when I was a child. I went to my church at Christmas as a part of the church showed when I made choral presentation with dance. It was nice because I shared with my cousin and my first friends had to get up early. Presentation was at 5, but it was very satisfactory.
Okay, stop
I
there.
did.
Stop there. That's good.
Okay.
Now there's a couple of things here. Right where you're talking about going to church at Christmas. Okay. You're saying after that to a part of the church. You need an action there. Okay. To be a part of the church choir. Okay.
I went to my church.
Yes. To my church at Christmas to be a part of the church choir. You want to insert that there on the document.
To be a part, okay.
To be, exactly. Okay, and then let's keep going. To be a part of the church. I want to see something about pronunciation here. Church choir. Okay.
Sure. Choir.
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 Very good. Okay. Now I have another question on the third line. It was nice because I shared with my cousins and my first friends. What do you try to say? What are you trying to say with first friends?
It was when I was a child, I don't know, maybe 9 years, but is my first friend, my primeros amigos.
Yeah. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay. The point is, I understand what you're trying to say, but to say first friends is confusing. Okay. I would suggest the following. I'm going to write it on the chat window.
Okay.
My childhood friends. Okay? In that way, you're saying mis amigos de la infancia.
Yes.
And I think it's clear. It says what you're trying to say. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
My friends or my child?
No, just like it is, my childhood friends. Replace first with childhood. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, but you want to say childhood, not child.
Can you spell that, please?
It's It's on the chat window. My childhood friends. So HOOD after that.
Okay.
Very nice. Now, I have immediately after that, there's another question I have. Had to get up early, presentation was at 5. Okay, those are two different sentences, correct? These are two different things.
Yes.
Okay, you need to separate them with a period, with a punto. Okay, now answer me this. Okay, good. So you had to get up early. Only you? No one else?
No, all the student, all the person.
Everyone, right?
We have.
Exactly. Yes, that's where I was going. So not only you, but include everyone in the sentence. We had to get up early. Good. Now, what is the reason for getting up early?
Because the presentation was at
Was at 5 a.m. Okay. Now you said the word because. You need to insert because in that sentence.
It's correct. Use the article that here.
It's necessary. Very good. Okay, nice. But it was very satisfactory. I did it for the 2 years. There are 3 people, but right now we did not talk to each other. Okay, there you have another problem. That part is good, but go to the following line, please. Then your next line. You say that you did it for at least 3 years. You met good people, but today you don't talk to them, right?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I will suggest a change because you're saying, but right now we did not talk. Let me suggest a change there.
But right now we didn't speak. We don't.
No, talk is okay. You can use the verb talk. But what the point is, if you say right now, you mean immediate, as in this moment, okay? In this particular moment. And you're not describing a situation or a condition, okay?
Yes.
So what you're saying is...
And now?
Well, you can say that. I put a suggestion on the chat window if you can see it. I think we can say we do not talk anymore. Okay. Do you all know the word anymore?
Yes.
Okay, good. That is what you want to say, because this is something that happened before, but it's not happening now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now a matter here of the order of the words. I would add any more after each other.
Any more after it?
After each other, yes. No. Just take the word anymore and put it after each other.
Here after?
No. Don't write after. Just put the word anymore after you say each other. Look at the chat window, please. Okay.
Like that?
Almost. We do not talk to each other anymore. That's what you want to say. Okay, and erase the other anymore.
That or the other?
No. The other. The one before. Do not talk to each other. Very good. All right, let's keep going. We do not talk to each other anymore. With my cousins, we've always shared great moments and helped each other. Okay. We still have two things here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Here, no. Here is that.
No. That's okay. You can leave that there. It's fine. You don't change that.
Okay.
You can say they or that's good. Yeah. You can leave that there. No problem.
Okay.
My concern here is say we do not talk to each other. Okay. Before each other, insert the word to.
Here?
No. Before. Before each. There. All right. And then in your last line, you say, we have always shared great moments and helping each other. You don't need to say helping. There's a point here. I'm gonna write it for everyone on the chat window. Okay. This concept is called parallel structure. Okay. Think about this. If you use more than one action in one sentence, you need to say them in the same way. Okay. You say, with my cousins, we have always shared great moments and helped each other. Okay. You have two actions. What are the two actions that you have there? What are the two verbs you have in that sentence?
Here is help and share.
Okay, good. But notice that you have share in past, right?
Yes.
And help, it's not in past.
No, it's in with gerundio.
Yeah, but you do not want to share in there because it's not parallel. Okay, they need to be in the same level. So if you say we have always shared great moments and helped each other. Okay?
Okay. In the two were in past?
Yes. Excellent. That's what you want. Okay.
Okay.
Now, for the following sentence, you say another would be when my brother was born. Another what?
Another best moment.
Okay, but you need to specify because think about this. The first time you said my best moments was at the very beginning of the text, okay? And at this point, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? So you need to say it again, like that. Another best moment. I had always wanted to have a brother.
What?
Sorry?
With it or with
No. No, without it. No, you don't need it. That's good. So another best moment would be when my brother was born. I always wanted to know the time my parents arrived. Okay, good. Look at the verb arrive. Do you see a problem?
All right. Yeah, did it in past? With him or with the want?
Why with the one? What are you saying there?
No, it's with him.
With
Because,
your brother, right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you have another problem. In the hospital?
Is it
No.
my parents are with him of the hospital?
From.
It's on the hospital, yeah?
It's from the hospital.
Ah, from.
On the hospital.
From the hospital. A little pronunciation thing here. When you see almost everything in English, when you have an H, it sounds like a J, okay? So hospital.
Hospital.
Very good. But it's at the beginning, okay? If the word is if the H is at the beginning, that sounds like a J. So hospital, home, Henry, okay?
Okay.
Good. I was with my cousins, and when I see that little baby in my arms, it was very nice. Okay, you have another problem with the verb. What's the problem?
When I saw it.
Go ahead, change that.
Can I say saw or when I looked?
When I saw. Very good. There's a difference. Let me explain this in Spanish. Si dices sí, el verbo sí o to see significa ver. Si dices look, significa mirar. ¿Está bien?
Okay.
En ese caso, lo que quieres decir ahí es cuando yo vi a ese bebé, cuando lo vi, no cuando lo miré, porque eso no estaría bien. Es cuando lo vi. Fue muy bonito cuando lo vi, por eso quieres decir saw. All right?
Right.
Good. And you're also not finished. Another moment was when I graduated. It was a special moment surrounded by my whole family. You have only one problem with that sentence. Tell me what it is.
No, I have to specify.
No, you can just leave moment. That's very specific.
Was specific.
That's good. That's good. Now, the problem that you have there is that, again, you have two different sentences, but you need to separate them.
Here with comma.
I would separate them at graduated, yes. And my suggestion, I would put a period, a punto. Good.
This is for sit surrounded, like rodeada.
That's perfect. Yes, it's a good word. Okay. Now you need to finish that too, right?
Can I say it all my family or all my family?
This is better. What you said is better. By my whole family, por toda mi familia. That's perfect.
But it's better all.
No. Like that. It's okay like this.
Okay, but it's for the same my whole family too.
By all my family. Let me write it.
Okay.
You can say that too, but what you wrote is good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do we have one more?
Yes, David. David.
Sorry. I lost the conversation. Your conversation.
David, can you share your screen to correct your sentence?
Yes. I'll show my middle. I'll show sentence.
Yes, you need to
talk about my happiness now. This is my face.
Yes, I can see it. Can I ask you to read that for us, please? I want to hear you.
Sorry, what?
I need you to read that for everyone.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening. David?
When I was at the school won a medal of competition in talent contest, when I saw a song of Adele, only and one. One and one.
Okay, all right, that's good. There's another line at the end. Can you read the line at the end?
When I was at the school, I won a medal. Medal?
I mean the line at the end of the document, below.
I'm going to talk about my happiness month.
The other one, the one at the end, it says, I like to read all kinds of books. Good, keep going.
I'll read that.
Yes,
Continue.
yes.
I like to read a kind of book, but especially the genre of criminal novels is like black novels. For example, the author Maria Mendoza writing about this novel, this genre, and think a happy moment in when you can read and immerse yourself in a new world and new other adventures.
Adventures. Okay, let's talk. Let's think about pronunciation here for a moment. The first sentence. I like to read all kinds of books. Okay, think about the pronunciation of the I there. Kinds.
Kinds?
Kinds. Yes.
Okay, kinds.
Kinds of books.
Of
But
books.
especially the genre of crime novel. That's good. Okay.
Okay.
And then the last word. You said adventures.
And yours? What's it?
The last word. Adventures. Let me hear you.
Okay, adventures.
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 Adventures. Specify the D. Okay. Adventures. Mark it clearly.
Adventures. Adventures.
Good. All right.
Okay.
All right. Keep going.
Continue or
Yes.
there is I consider that when I finish an artist work, I am giving a part of my being. Therefore, I consider it a happy moment.
That's good. Read that one more time, but slower.
I consider that when I finish an artist work, I am giving a part of my being. Therefore, I consider it a happy moment.
Okay. Happy moment. Pronunciation again. Okay. The first line, I consider that when I finish an artistic. Okay. That's a word that you need to pronounce. You need to mark all the letters. Artistic.
Artistic.
Artistic. Very good. Artistic.
Artistic.
Okay. Good. Continue.
A very happy moment in my life is when I graduate for the college, my old school.
When you graduated from. Okay. I have one question here. When you graduated from the university or your high school?
The high school, I have mistaken this.
Okay, then you want to change college for high school. It's an entirely different concept.
Okay. The last part is this.
No, wait. Go back to the other picture.
Okay.
Okay. Two things. I have a question. Why did you use the word at the beginning?
At the beginning?
Yes. Why the word at?
I don't know. I'm not listening it well. You can repeat. Please.
Yes, I can. Why did you use the word at the beginning of the sentence? Yes. I want to know why you used it.
The last sentence, yes?
Yes, in that one that I see. You wrote at. I want to know why.
This?
Mm-hmm.
I saw it as an...
No, let's go back to the picture of the high school, please. Yes, this. Okay. You don't need the word at the beginning. You can erase that.
Put what?
At. The first word, you can lose it.
This?
Yeah. Just erase that. Okay. Now, here's the reason for that. At is something that will denote a specific time or a specific place. And here,
Okay.
you're describing the situation. You're not talking about the place or the moment.
Or can change for this? Is correct to say that?
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, but remember, college is a different concept from high school.
Okay. Um,
All right?
okay, yes.
All right, let's keep going.
Yes, this right this.
Yes, it's like that. High school. Good.
Okay. Yes. A open moment is when you can buy your own things with your money. In my case, I invest against food.
That's a good idea. Okay. Now, I want to to call your attention to the pronunciation of the word own. Okay?
Okay.
When you can buy your own things, okay? Can you read that for me one more time?
Another happy moment is when you can buy all things.
Your own. Okay?
Own.
Open. You can open your mouth a little bit more to make it clearer. Own. Okay?
Own.
Good.
All things with your money. In my case, I invest in games and food.
Excellent.
Okay.
Very good.
No, that's more for
So you finished?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for the corrections.
No, thank you for allowing me. That's good. Great work. Okay. So the other two texts, they were not finished. Did you guys finish them already?
I don't know. Nicolas, you have more question?
But we prepare another topic like
Okay.
colloquial English expressions.
Good. Okay.
And we're going to talk about it. So
When we can use that expression.
yes, we are going to talk about, and you, if you want to say in which moment we can use these expressions, you
Yes.
can help. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Show me.
First, the first is it sounds great to me. When you say it sounds great to me, what it means?
Can you repeat it one more time?
When you use it sounds great to me, what do you want to say?
It sounds great or Greek because these are two different
Great,
things.
great.
Okay. Write it. Write it in the chat window, please.
Okay.
Nico, can you share the screen to have the presentation?
Yes. Look.
Ah, there it is. Greek. Yes. I see. Okay. What you're
In
saying
which?
there is that in which context?
Yes.
Yes.
When you don't understand something. When it's completely unclear, over your head, that's when you say, it sounds Greek to me. I don't understand it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's like
All
when
right.
you don't understand well something. Yes.
Well, anything. When you don't understand anything about, something that someone says or a situation, when you say, it sounds Greek to me, I don't understand it. That's it. Okay?
Ah. Okay. It's like in mathematics.
For me, at least, yes. That's true for me.
Okay.
Mathematics sounds
And
Greek to me.
it's a ripple.
Okay.
Ripple.
Do you have an idea about this one?
But
Like when you pay for
it's a
something,
respect for the person of freaking.
You pay more than necessary.
Okay, yes. David, say it again.
it's a ripple. A ripple.
It's a ripoff. What that means is that te tumbaron. Okay? You paid too much for something.
Okay. In what situation else we can use it?
In what situation you can use it?
Yes.
When you buy something that is very expensive and you pay a lot of money and you tell me about it, and I think that it was too expensive, I think that you paid too much, I will tell you that. Okay, I will tell you, Nicolas, that was a ripoff. You paid too much for that. No.
It's a rip-off. What is the
Rip-off.
pronunciation?
Listen to this.
Like,
It's a ripoff. Okay, as if it was just one word. Okay, just ripoff like that.
Rip-off.
Good.
Next. I think you're linking good.
What do you think?
Delicious.
Like when something is delicious.
Yeah, that's exactly it. When something is very good, we use that in Spanish too, right? We say basically the same thing.
Okay.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Para chuparse los dedos.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Okay. And we can use it when we are eating something and it's very delicious, right?
Or when you are describing something to someone, something that you like. For example, in my case, it's chocorramo.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, chocorramo is finger licking good.
Okay.
What is the pronunciation? Is a finger?
Finger.
Finger licking good?
Yes. Let's go back to the point where I was telling you about the H. Remember?
Yes.
The H sounds like a J in Spanish, that's in home or Henry, okay? In this case, finger, the G doesn't have that sound, okay?
Okay.
Finger, like that,
Finger.
okay? Keep going.
Next. It's high time or about time? It's about time.
It's about time or it's high time, okay? You will use that when you are talking about something that needs to happen in this moment, needs to happen now, okay?
Okay.
For example, you're working, okay, in your job, and it's time to go, okay? Your day is finished. You will say it's about time to go, okay?
Okay.
That's when you will say that.
The time is over.
Yes, or not so much that the time is over. It's more than something needs to happen in this moment, okay? For example, today, we had an appointment at 10 a.m., right?
Yes.
So at 10 a.m., 10 o'clock, it's about time to start, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's what it means.
And you can use both for the same mean, yes?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, except that the formation of the sentence is different. With the second, when you say it's about time, you say it's about time. You can say it's about time to go, or it's about time we started. Okay, it's about time we started the class, and I'm using the verb in past. Okay, when you say it's high time, normally you will say you will use the verb in infinitive form. So you will say it's high time to do this.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. And next, it's up to you.
Have you heard this one before?
It's up to you.
Okay, is this do you know this one? Have you heard it before?
Um, like when you say to other people or that is like say it's your problem, but not in bad form, not in the bad way. It's like an advice, yes.
Not so much an advice. Let's not say that it's someone's problem, but someone's responsibility. Okay?
Okay.
For example, in our particular situation, learning English is up to you.
Okay.
All right? Or a more specific, Nicolas, you have the presentation, right?
Yes.
So controlling the presentation right now is up to you.
Okay.
It's not up to me, and it's not up to Juan David, it's not up to anyone, it's up to you, because you have the presentation, okay? So it's your responsibility.
Okay. So in another context, you can use it.
In other contexts, yeah, for
Yes.
example, if you ask someone to make a decision, okay?
Okay.
So you're out
You
with
can
friends.
give that some, please.
You're out, sorry? David, you were saying something?
David, you want to say something or share something?
Yes, no, I understand that, but you can give me an example about this when you use that.
To make a decision, yes. For example, if you're with a group of friends and you try to decide what to do, or if you want to order, if you want to get pizza or hamburgers, for example, okay? And you say, it's up to you, you decide, okay? You can decide. Pizza or hamburgers, up to you. You can decide whatever you want, okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. The next. Uh, I've enough on my plate. Enough on my
Enough.
plate.
No T at the
Enough.
end. Enough.
Enough.
I want to hear everyone. Juan David? Guys?
Enough.
Enough. Good.
Enough.
Enough.
Without T.
Exactly. Enough. Just like that.
I've enough.
I've enough on my plate. I have enough on my plate. Okay.
I've enough on my plate.
You will use that expression when normally you're upset, normally you're angry when you say this, and it's when this is all you're going to do, okay? That you're not going to do any more, you're not going to take another responsibility, as in this is just it, okay? I liken it in Spanish to saying it's well, ya no me lo aguanto más. I have enough on my plate. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also use it like only with person or with a situations, also with a situations.
You have an idea. Tell me about it.
Like I've enough on my plate. No. I hate him. I've enough on my plate.
Okay, no, I wouldn't use it in that sense, in that situation. I would use it, say, if at work, for example, if you have already a number of responsibilities and they try to tell you to do one more thing, but you cannot do it, okay? If you cannot do it, in that point you will say, I have enough on my plate. As in, I'm doing a lot. This is all I'm going to do. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, thank you. And the next. Wait. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on.
Keep an eye on. All right. Keep an eye on means to watch something, to you can use it if I say something like I follow a sports team, okay? If I like a sport and I choose a team, so I keep an eye on everything the team is doing. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes. It's like when you are doing something and you don't want that anyone catch you or see you.
No, not exactly. Not exactly. No, I would use that if let's see how I can do this. Okay. When Juan David was presenting his text, he said that he buys video games and food, right?
Okay.
Okay. So
okay.
I can think that Juan David likes video games. Okay. So he can say this: I keep an eye on new games. Okay. Okay. He always wants to know if there are new games that he can buy, right?
Okay, it's like check my job or check my article or check for all that I
yes, it's something similar, but this is something constant. Okay, this is something that is constantly happening. Okay, I am constantly keeping an eye on these things. Okay, for example, if you watch the news, you keep an eye on the news. You keep an eye on politics. You keep an eye on video games. You keep an eye on cars. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll understand this. Okay. Keep your hair on.
Hair. Okay, the pronunciation for that is hair. Hair, yes.
Hair.
Yes. Okay, shorter. Hair.
Hair.
That's it. Okay, keep your hair on. You say that when you're telling someone to calm down. Okay?
Okay, it's like when he's very angry or he's acting so strange or so crazy.
Yeah, when someone is very angry and you want to control the situation, you can say something like that. You just keep your hair on, right? Just calm down. Okay?
Okay.
Cálmese.
I chill out.
Yes, very good. Exactly like that. Except that one thing, this keep your hair on is a little more aggressive. Okay?
Okay.
So it
Next.
means that, but it's a little bit too aggressive.
Okay. But when you use this expression, you are friendly or
Not very, no, not very much. Not very much.
Like chill out.
But
yes, yes.
it's similar to chill out, Juan David, yes, but this is a little bit more aggressive than chill out. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
It's like when you are angry too, but you want the other person chill out.
Okay.
Or
Let's do an exercise. We have two expressions, chill out and keep your hair on. Okay? We're going to pretend that you are very, very angry with me for some reason. Okay?
okay.
What I want you to listen to, I want you to listen to the intonation in my voice, the way that I say it, and I want, let's see if you can understand the difference. If I say chill out, okay, just chill out, it's nothing, okay? Now I can also say, hey, keep your hair on. Do you see the
Okay.
difference? You see the difference there?
Yes, yes, yes.
I
Yes,
just say,
yes.
just keep your hair on, just, all right? So I'm not very friendly. To answer your question, Nicolas, I'm not very friendly there. I'm being a little aggressive to tell you, calm down.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Next. Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. All right. Not my cup of tea is something you say when you express that you don't like something, that you don't prefer something. Okay?
It's like
Like why
when
I?
Say that again, please.
Why I? Why?
I don't understand you.
Why me? Like
No,
that?
no. Let me tell you something. Tell me what kind of music do you like?
I like pop.
What other?
I like all kind of music. I listen
but
some kind of music.
say an
What's that?
specific kind.
Okay. Here's what you can do. I'm thinking. I was asking you about music because I'm thinking about reggaeton here. Okay. I don't like it. Okay. So I will tell you that reggaeton is not my cup of tea
Okay.
because I don't like it. Okay. It is not something that I would choose to listen to. I don't like it. So I'll tell you that's not my cup of tea. I don't prefer to listen to reggaeton instead of rock music, for example. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. The next. On one hand.
Okay. You will use this when you are describing a situation, okay, with different things to say about it, okay. So, for example, I can say that I don't know. Let's keep going with the example of reggaeton, okay. So, reggaeton. On one hand, I don't like it. On the other hand, it's very popular. You understand that?
Yes.
So these are two different aspects of reggaeton, and I can compare them somewhat. Okay, I can say on one hand, personally I don't like it, but on the other hand, many people like it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Provide me with examples with that one.
Okay. Next is
No, no,
once
No,
in
no,
a
no, no,
while.
no. Example
no,
with the
wait,
before.
Nicolás. I want an example from each of you.
For example, on one hand, I have a job, but for other hand, I don't like my job.
On the other hand, that's the
On the
expression.
other hand,
Good, very nice. Other examples?
Mm. On one hand, I am thinking.
You got it? Guys, you still there?
Carolina, do you have an example, or we can?
I am thinking in some example, but you want
Not
with the
is
other.
not is so difficult because it's only talk about two topics or two ideas.
Just compare two things about one thing, okay? Compare two ideas, two concepts about one object or situation.
Yes. So we are going to continue.
All right,
Once in a while.
okay? Do you know this one?
I don't. I didn't find an image for it
You
because
didn't
it's
find.
very difficult. Yes, it's
Find.
difficult. Find.
All right. Once in a while, that's it's you're describing a period of time, okay? You're describing the frequency when you do something, okay? For example, let me ask you something. Do you go swimming? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, let me ask you something. Do you go swimming?
no frequency.
Not frequently, right? So you go once in a while, okay?
Um,
Okay, so it's not something that is a habit to you. It's you don't do this every week or every month. You do this once in a while. Okay,
uh,
okay.
Is no often. No, no often.
No, it's not often at all. No, no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not frequently. It's not often. It's just something that happens or something that you do with a with a reduced frequency. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Next. Ring a bell.
Rings
Rings
a
a
bell.
bell.
Rings
Rings
a
a bell.
bell. All right. It's something.
Rizabel
Rings.
rings.
Good. Rings a bell. Something that rings a bell is it's something that reminds you of something else. Okay.
Okay. It's like this song rings a bell.
For example, you can say that if that is a song that you have heard before, but you don't remember very clearly. Okay, it's familiar.
Uh,
Okay, so it rings a bell.
you are sure that you heard that somewhere.
You're sure that you've heard it somewhere, but you're not completely certain. So it rings a bell. Okay, it reminds you of something. Okay, it's
You can
familiar.
say that in a person, like for example, you met a person and you say you Rizabel me someone else.
I would say that if I think that I know the person, that particular person, okay,
Okay.
I would say that in that situation, possibly, or I don't know. Yes, I mean it's something. Okay, no, I have an example. the name of the foundation, Robin Book, I say, well, that rings a bell because it reminds me of something else, right?
Right.
Okay.
You understand the point there?
Yes.
That's it.
So it was the last, and this is a short list of colloquial English expressions.
Perfect.
Almost we can search or we can find more expressions on internet, or you have another that you know.
Well,
Another frequency expression.
another frequent expression. Let's see.
Not sure. What is
Okay,
this?
I do have one. It's I'm gonna write it here in the chat window. And you see the chat window.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and
Okay.
dogs. Okay? That means it's raining a lot.
Oh,
All right?
okay.
That's when you'll say it. I have another one. There. I sent another one for you.
I heard that you see put your socks up is correct that expression?
Which one?
Put your socks up.
Pull your socks up. Yeah. How would you use it?
When you say something way up, you have to do that.
Yeah. Espabilese,
Okay.
muévase. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay. Nicolás, did you get the other one? The second one that I sent?
Just let me check. It cuts an arm and a leg.
Okay. You see what
So
that means?
expensive?
It's
Yes.
very expensive. Yes. There's an equivalent in Spanish for that, I think.
In Spanish.
There's something that we say in Colombia to express the same thing.
No.
¿Esto está carísimo?
For example,
Ni-
yes. For example, some people say costó un ojo de la cara.
Ah, yes.
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 Okay. That's what you're expressing with this because it's very, very expensive. Okay.
Ah, okay. I'm going to put out.
All right.
I think
Okay.
we finished, Daniel. Thank you for your help.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks you.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Today we are
We-
learning a lot.
No, thank you for your hard work. Now, two of you needed to finish your text. Go ahead. Yes, me too, Juan David. Now, Nicolás, you needed to finish your text, and Cami, I think you need to finish it too.
And I can finish it, and I will send you.
Yes.
And if you have correction for me, I'm very, very, how do you say agradecido?
Grateful.
Grateful with you when you correct us. And the other junior coach will have two another meetings with you.
I think so. Yeah, I will discuss that with Milton myself. Okay.
Oh yes. So was grateful and was
It was a pleasure.
You
yes
too.
was
Thank you.
a pleasure, and thanks for help to us.
Thank you for your hard work, guys. Keep it up. All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
And see you.
So thank you.
Yeah, I'm hanging up. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, David. Bye, Nicholas.
Bye.
Camila.